Guys, welcome back to another stream this morning, and in this particular stream I'll share with you why my chickens don't fall sick. Okay, so currently I'm in the layers house, so you can check them out. Okay, I'm in the layers house. These are my layers. They are all local birds. You can see them. They are all local birds. Listen them. They are all local birds. Can you check them out? Okay, so this is my farm, and then those that are following for some time now knew that I started this farm January 19th of this year. So in this video I'll just be sharing with you. Some of them are here. Okay, this is where they have been sleeping, so some of them are here. Okay, I brought in the 6 red ones, the 6 red roosters that I left, the 8 weeks and then the 12 weeks. These are they. Can you see them? Those roosters are, these two are 13 weeks old. They are now in their 14th week. Can you see how matured they are? Okay, that one there is 16 weeks. That small one there is 12 weeks. 12 weeks. Can you see them? Okay, so I brought them in here this morning. I brought them in so that they can also begin to familiarize themselves with the lifestyle in this house. Okay, so as I said in this video, I'll share with you why my birds don't fall sick. But I'm receiving certain comments which is funny to me, though. It's funny though. Yesterday I received a comment. Someone was calling me a liar, or I'm lying about my salary. And then I'm lying about, I received a certain comment about me lying about the potentiality of making money in this chicken business. And then I'm sharing everything with you live. So you are going to testify. So you have to start the farm and then testify, become my witness, so that you can also share your story with others, so that they will know that I'm not lying. Now, people think I'm young in the teaching industry. Since you are seeing me so young like this, you think that I'm young. That is your notion. But in actual fact, the person that made the comment yesterday that I was lying about my salary, how much I'm being paid in Ghana, my gross salary, as I stated in one of the streams. These guys are taking. So the person that made that comment, I replied him, if he takes it, that is good. Okay, so in actual fact, that is my gross. You are making that statement. You didn't know my rank in the teaching industry. You are talking about a director of this, that. You didn't know about my rank. Okay, so you know in teaching you are being paid based on the rank. Okay, so it's not about you being in this position, or it's based on the rank, and that is the amount I'm receiving. This month my salary is more than 4,000. Okay, so that is the gross. So whether you believe it or not, it's up to you. Okay, so now, hi bro, welcome. I welcome everybody. Now in this particular farm, this video will not be long because I'll be going to a ceremony this morning. So you can see the birds. Check, if you check them all over. So if you check them, why my birds don't fall sick is because of the practice that I do in this house. The first thing is the floor. I shared it with you. The floor is natural. I did not tile the floor. Okay, I just leave it natural, but I did something in the house here. I make sure I add ash and then charcoal mesh to the floor. Okay, Drophat is good. You are a big fan. Welcome. So I add charcoal and ash to the floor. Okay, this helps to maintain the lives of the birds. Okay, it removes those external parasites that always disturb the birds, lice, mites, this parasite that disturbs the birds. It removes them from the ground. So you must practice it. So I always make sure that wherever I'm going to keep my birds, I've added ash and then charcoal. When you go to the brooding house where I'm sending the mammals to, or where I'm going to keep them. You can see that all the chambers, I fill the chambers with ash. Okay, so this house is also filled with ash and charcoal, the floor. Now, the second thing that I do is every blessed day, I always make sure I follow a particular routine. And then the routine is every day, I make sure whenever I'm going to give drinking water to my birds, I didn't know that drinking water can contain any harmful substance, you know? We cannot see those substances in the water. So the best thing is to add ash or charcoal to the water. It removes any acidity and anything toxic in the water. It removes it from the water. So anytime I'm going to give my birds water to drink, I add ash every blessed day, okay? Except the days where they will be taking either dewormer or they will be taking any supplement or immune booster. That is when I will not give them, or I will not add the ash to the drinking water, okay? But anytime I'm going to give them just pure clean water to drink, I make sure I always add ash, okay? Ash and then charcoal to the water. It removes any toxic substance in the water, any acidity that may cause the health of the birds to deteriorate. It removes it from the water, okay? So, and it also adds some vitamins to the water, okay? Based on the research. Shut your mouth. Now, the third thing that I do is every month I make sure I deworm my birds. It's something simple. These are all the plants we have around us. Pawpaw. Okay, so I use the pawpaw leaves and then the pawpaw seed. So every month I make sure I deworm them. Okay, I just make the extract, go in for the leaves, wash it well with salt water, grind it. After grinding it, make the extract. I add per 1 liter, I add 50 ml. Okay, 50 milliliter to 1 liter. So if my birds are going to take 4 liters or 5 liters or 6, I make sure I add it according to the quantity of the water. So 1 liter, I add 50 milliliter. So that is the deworming. I deworm my birds every blessed day. Okay. The second thing is the fourth thing is every 7 days I make sure I give these birds immune boosters that to supplement their health, that will boost their immune system, okay, that to make them to stay healthy. And then the elements, the things I use ginger, garlic, pepper, then other herbs, bitter leaves, stubborn grass, dandelion. I make sure I use this. But the 3 most common ones that I have been using is the ginger, the garlic, and that of the pepper. Now, how this helps to maintain the health of the bird is the garlic contains some elements, okay? I'm not a scientist. I have also started learning about all these things. So, some time ago, my birds were infected. So I gave them garlic consistently, and then I have seen that it has improved their immune system. And then that time they were coughing. So they came out from the cough successfully. So the garlic, based on the research, helps to clear their throat or their gut and all those stuffs, remove any infections in their gut. Those cough always affect their gut. So every 7 days, I make sure I give my birds garlic extract, ginger extract. Ginger helps to boost their immune system and then their egg laying production. When the birds begin to lay eggs and then they attain weight or they have a lot of fat in the system, they are not going to lay eggs. One day I woke up, one experience I have a laying hen, and it's also part of the first flock that I have. The bird was just feeling dizzy. The next day I woke up to see that particular bird died. And then I found out that it's just the fat, okay, the fat that is in the system. So adding ginger and this pepper extract to their drinking water helps them to remove the fat in their system and also provide some vitamins, calcium, phosphorus, potassium to their system. And then it helps boost their immune system. So it keeps the birds active all the time. And then it also makes them to take more feed. Okay, if your birds are not feeding well, they are not going to be producing for you, they are not going to be healthy. So as their immune system is being boosted, it helps them to take more feed, and then it keeps them healthy and strong. Okay, now the final thing that I did, which I want to share with you in this particular farm, I'm sharing it every blessed day. Here, my guy, you are here. Every blessed day is anytime I'm going to give feed to my birds, I add ash, okay, ash, or the charcoal mesh. I make sure I grind charcoal to a fine powder, okay, and then I add it to their feed. Now, sorry, I did not mention the quantity of garlic and then the ginger extra that I add to their water. So if I'm going to add garlic, ginger, and pepper extra to their water, I always add 30 ml to 1 liter, 30 ml to 1 liter. Okay, that is what I do. Sometimes if I've seen that their health is about to deteriorate, I add 40 to 50. Okay, so you have to be observant. You have to be observing the birds. Anytime you sense anything in one guy, you have to start doing your job, but you don't wait. So I don't wait. Every 7 days I do this, every 7 days I do this, every 3 days I give them aloe vera. Okay, so you can see it's consistent. Every day they are taking clean water. So let's go to the feed. Now the feed, if I want to give the feed to my birds, if I'm using commercial feed, the commercial feed, I don't know that it contains the pepper, but the pepper helps the bird's immune system. So if I'm preparing my own feed, the feed formula that I shared with you, all my feed formulas contains pepper. Okay. Now, if I'm going to give my birds the feed, I didn't know that the feed may contain any toxic substance that may affect the birds. So I always make sure I add the same ash or the charcoal mesh. I always make sure I add it to the feed. Okay, it's not anything much, 30 grams to 1 kg. Okay, or if you want to make it to be more attractive, 50 grams to 1 kg. So I always make sure I add the ash or the charcoal powder to their feed. Okay, it's just that I don't have much time so that I can be shooting videos about how I mix the feed, but I'll make sure I do this to you. I'll provide videos that takes you through how I do this so that you can also be replicating the same system. So when you see the birds, see them. When you see the bird, it's just morning, 6 a.m. at my end. They are all healthy. They are all, you can see these ones. They are all lively. If you want to catch them, go. They are all lively. Okay. So they are all lively. They are healthy. They move around. They roast. They shout. They jump. They do things because their health has been improved. Okay. So I add the ash or the charcoal powder to their feed, 50 grams per 1 kg or 30 grams per 1 kg. Within that range, 30 to 50. Nothing is wrong about it. It removes any acidic substance in the feed. We don't know. You cannot see it. If the feed has been contaminated, you will not see it. Okay? The birds will take in the feed before you see that the feed is not good. So you have to add that if the feed contains any acidic substance, then the charcoal or the ash will do its job. It's a base, so it's going to neutralize any acidity in the feed. Any toxic substance in the feed, it is going to neutralize it. Okay, so these are the things that I practice in my farm, and then it's helping the birds. If you start this particular farm, please don't hesitate. Don't wait till your birds are all infected before you start to give them these things. No, make sure every day, if you are going to give them water, give them clean water. Make sure the places they are sleeping is well clean. Add ash, charcoal powder to the floor. Okay, no external parasite to disturb your bird, especially the lice. They are very stubborn. Okay, if they enter into your flock, they are going to disturb them. So make sure you add the ash to their sleeping place. If you don't have money to tile the floor, it's okay. If you tile the floor to add ash, okay? Because when you go to the chamber where I'm hosting or I'm housing the ones that are hatching, every chamber contains ash, okay? So that I will not invite any external parasites, lice, mites, all those things to the farm which will disturb the birds. So you practice it every day. Give the birds clean water. You can see this morning I changed their drinking water already. Okay, this morning, if you see this drinker, I change it, but if you see within it, you can see the ash. Okay, you can see the ash in the water. Okay, that one there, the same thing. So you make sure you practice this every day. Every day, if you are going to give your birds water, clean water, make sure you add ash, because you don't know whether the water contains any acidic substance that will affect the birds. So you don't wait and be relaxed. The birds will be infected before you begin to do this. No, give them, have a chart, follow the chart. Every 3 days I give my birds aloe vera, follow it. Okay, every 7 days I give my birds garlic, ginger, and then pepper extract to help boost their immune system. Every month I give my birds a dewormer. It's nothing fancy. Pawpaw leaves seed. You just dry the seed and then you grind it into powder and then add it to the drinking water, 50 milliliter. So practice this every blessed day. Have a chart, have a system to follow. This is the system I'm following, and then my birds are not falling sick. Okay, you see one today that something is wrong with the bird, the next day is healthy. Okay, the next day is healthy. You know, now sometimes you see some balls around the eyes of the birds, and then you see your birds being infected with lice all over. Okay, just take aloe vera, cut it. Okay, cut the aloe vera and apply, you know, that substance, that sticky substance from the aloe vera. Just apply it to the spot. Okay, the spot, just apply it to the spot, and then it's going to do the job for you. I have been using it and my birds are healing. Okay, so the next thing that I do is whenever it comes to wound, sometimes, you know, the birds always peck themselves and then they hurt themselves, and then if that happens, the birds will fall sick. If you observe that a bird is not listening to you or a bird is not want to behave, just call it out, remove it, go and gel it. Okay, go and gel it. If you see my birds, they are beginning to practice that. Some of the birds in the house beginning to be play stubborn, so always I call them out. Okay, you imprison them for 2 days and then they will get back to their senses. You train the birds. Okay, the next thing is when they are hurt like that, you have to add ash. The same ash that you have been using, you use it to tie the spot. Okay, tie the spots. Oh, those that are in the stream, I know they are liking the video, so they've forgotten that they are in the stream. I want okay, so if you find out that your bird is being hurt, use the ash. Okay, use the ash to the spot, add the ash to the spot. Okay, so that the wound will not be infected. Okay, I've seen one of my birds that got hurt and then I did not treat it earlier. As at that time, I didn't know anything about ash, but the wound has been infected and then till now the bird has not recovered. But as I begin to use the ash consistently, anytime I see a bird got hurt, I add the ash so that the wound will not be infected and it heals easily and faster. So this is things I practice. These are things I practice. These are the common practices that I do in here, which helps the birds to be lively. Okay, you can hear the sound around. Guys, I love you. You know, I'll be going to the ceremony this morning, so I don't want to waste your time. I just dive straight to the point. But if you hear me well, guys, believe me, all the things I'm sharing with you are the truth. Okay, all the things I'm sharing are the perfect truth. I'm not lying about my salary. I'm not lying about the birds. Things that I'm practicing are real. You can also practice them and then testify to the world. Create your channel, testify that this is what you have seen. Share it with others. Let's help improve upon the lives of others. Let's better the lives of others. It doesn't depend on wherever you are residing. I'm residing in one of the villages in Ghana, precisely Agbosme in the Volta region. But I've seen that this is an opportunity that I've gotten, but I can share it with the world and then improve upon the lives of others. So guys, this is where we'll be parting ways. I'll see you in another wonderful video. Tomorrow, 6 a.m. I'll be live, but I'll make sure I'll do a particular video, specific video for you, which I'll be sharing with you on Friday morning. But you know, every day I'm live to share with you all the practices, all the habits, all the things I'm doing in the farm to help my birds to lay eggs, big eggs, the amount of money I'm making, things I'm doing for the birds, how I'm feeding them. These are all simple things. Guys, I love you. I'll see you in another wonderful one like this tomorrow.